Hello all. Today we'll be discussing about how we can apply machine learning and deep learning techniques in finance. Finance altogether is a very important subject and it is a very crucial department in any companies. So when I talk about finance, there are a lot of activities that we do with respect to finance, right? So some of the activities I would like to note it down over here is sales predictions, right? Then we have something like stock predictions. Apart from that, we have something like risk analysis. After risk analysis, we also have something like fraud detection. So these are some of the applications that machine learning and deep learning can perform, uh, with respect to any financial data. Now, when I talk about financial data, I'm basically talking about time series kind of data. So when I talk about sales prediction, right? So you will be seeing that our sales prediction can move up or down based on the season as we go and buy the tickets. Like let me consider that this is an airline company and this is the sales data of the airline company. Or similarly, we can also consider Walmart or Amazon, their sales data and how it is moving up and down. So based on the various seasons, we can definitely apply different kind of machine learning and deep learning algorithms into finance and get more out of it. Now, in this particular video, we will be discussing about ML and DL and how it can be applied. I will also show you a better example. Like there, I'll try to predict something or forecast something, right? So when I say about forecasting, that basically means that I'll try to find the values of the sales in the future date. Basically, I'll try to find out the sales, what will happen in the future date. And for that, the techniques that I'll be applying will be discussed just in a while. So make sure you see the complete video and get to know as much as information as you can. So to begin with, guys, I'm just going to move some of the techniques that we basically use in finance is basically for process automation, security, underwriting and credit score, algorithm trading, and robo advisory. These all techniques are basically used in finance, and for implementing all these techniques, we'll be using machine learning. We can also use deep learning. In deep learning, if you remember, if you know that deep learning has a very important concept as a neural network, right? Nowadays, a very advanced neural network that is an LSTM neural network, the recurrent neural network, which is a state of art, is being currently used for doing a lot of activities like stock predictions, sales predictions. And the inner technique that is basically used is that uh, if you want to find out what will be the prediction of the stock price or the sales price for the tomorrow's date, that basically will be looking up in the previous 60 to 70 timestamps or whatever timestamp that we are actually trying to set. And then we try to find out the behavior of the graph that or behavior of the data, how it is moving up and down. And based on that, is actually making the prediction for the next day. So this LSTM recurrent neural network is the basically the state of art algorithm that is basically being used nowadays. So let me just give you some of the use cases that basically you can apply machine learning and deep learning in finance. And then I'll go ahead and then show you an example where I'll be doing some sales prediction by using a technique which is called as ARIMA model that is actually available in machine learning. So to begin with, the first use case that I want to discuss about is basically automating risk management. So risk management is one of the important areas for any financial company. It involves with different kind of decision making. So decision making is one of the very important tool that you will be using in a company, right? In order to actually, so if you want to invest in a company, if you want to actually start new work, right? At that time, how much money you have to invest. So this risk management basically helps is possible by using machine learning and deep learning techniques. And based on that, and how we are actually doing this risk management, the main thing is our data. That is, since in finance we have a huge amount of data, that basically is the previous data. It may be customer data or financial data. You can actually create a machine learning model or deep learning model and can do some better risk management decision. In my upcoming videos, I'll just give a small example where I'll be implementing some machine learning models and implementing all these things. But today we'll be just having a brief discussion about this, and then we'll be showing an example of sales prediction. The other example is basically fraud detection. Fraud detection is basically heavily used in banks. Suppose if people are applying for credit cards and suppose they have a social security number or a UID number as well in India. So a social security number is a unique number that is provided to the people. And based on that, they have the credit card linkage, like how much money, what is the credit score they have basically. Based on that, we can apply a machine learning model, and then we can provide that particular credit card to that customer or not based on that. So that is where the fraud detection is done, and we can definitely use machine learning and deep learning techniques. The other technique was basically algorithmic trading. Here, this is basically your stock forecasting, weather forecasting, stock predictions. Sorry, weather forecasting is not an example in finance, but yes, we can also do weather forecasting because it uses the same technique. Now, in this algorithmic trading, we basically are doing the stock predictions for the future. We know stock is a very volatile subject altogether. It completely runs on the sentiment analysis of sentiments of the people. So I'm not saying that we can actually calculate the 100% accuracy of the stock movement, but definitely we can find out the ups and downs in the future when the stock is just going to go up or down. So here was some of the examples. Now let me just go and discuss about how we can actually use in basically how we can actually do a sales prediction by using a machine learning, and that technique that we'll be using is basically called as ARIMA or seasonal ARIMA. Before going ahead, guys, I would like to announce that I have actually written a book on hands-on Python for finance, and this book I've actually dedicatedly taken 6 months of time, and I've put up all my experience. The total amount of experience that I have is somewhere around 8 years as a data scientist. Currently, I'm working as a lead data scientist. And this book, and I've worked in various financial projects. So in various domains like traveling domain, in stock market domains, and a lot of statistical financial companies, basically. So this book basically is available. This link I'll provide you in the description, and you can buy this particular book. You can basically go with the ebook, or if you are actually interested with the whole print book, you can actually go it. I think, guys, this is very, very cheap, and it is also available in Amazon. I'll provide you both the link of the book. You can also have it in the Kindle format, or if you want in the paperback format, you can get it. The reason why I'm telling you to take this book, guys, because this book covers all the concepts. Now, when I say all the concepts, basically, I have actually written this book considering Python as one of the programming language. I've used stat models, that is one of the critical library of statistics. And then I have used machine learning and deep learning. If you just go and see the description of this book, and there's what you will learn. You'll basically learn cleaning financial data with data preprocessing, visualize financial data using histogram, color plots, and the graphs, perform time series analysis with pandas for forecasting, estimate covariance correlation between stocks and securities. So basically, I have actually taken stocks, securities prices. I've taken portfolio optimization as a better example. Now, all the data I've actually downloaded from Google Finance with respect to the stock prices. I've taken NASDAQ as one of the most financial data that I've explored from the Google Finance, and then after this, I have implemented the machine learning algorithms also. Apart from that, in the final 2 to 3 chapters, you'll be seeing that I've implemented recurrent neural network, and I've done stock predictions, and I've done a lot of concepts into that also. So I have included around 12 use cases inside it, and they are around 12 chapters, and it is completely done with the help of Python. So let me just show you the table of contents. So in the table of content, you'll be having this many chapters. You can see that. We'll start with basics of Python, how we can use Python in finance, okay? And then we start with getting started with NumPy, Pandas, and Matplotlib. And another best thing is that, guys, I've explained everything from scratch, from the basic. Even a starter will be able to understand because the code are extremely clear into this, and the explanation is extremely clear into this. So I have started with getting started with NumPy, Pandas, and Matplotlib. Then we have time series analysis and forecasting. We have I've done use cases like measuring investment risk. You can see that there are a lot of topics inside this: portfolio diversification, covariance and correlation, security risks and return. Based on the security risk, what is the return that you may get in the future? So this is basically available in if you are trying to invest in some securities which is having some amount of risk and some amount of visibility onto it. So basically, how do you select those? Then after this, I have also shown you how we can do portfolio optimization. I've used concept like Markowitz. It is a very important concept altogether in finance. Then I have also explained about capital asset pricing model. Then we have also seen regression analysis in finance. So here I've actually included various kind of machine learning algorithm, which will help you to solve linear problems in finance and non-linear problems in finance. I've also included some important chapters like Monte Carlo simulation, option pricing, And then we have started with the deep learning with TensorFlow and Keras. I've included both TensorFlow and Keras. And after that, we have done a lot of use cases on stock market analysis and forecasting case studies. So in all this chapter, I have included at least 2 use cases which will actually give you an idea about what we are actually doing into it. And I have included important topics like ARIMA. I've included Monte Carlo simulation. And I guess, guys, this is the best book to learn finance. Please do support and let me know your reviews, like how this book was. You can buy basically the ebook or the whole book itself, which costs you around 400 or in rupees. So suppose people who are from US and from other places, you can definitely buy it from Amazon. And in the Amazon, you basically have around in the Kindle format and the paperback format. So both, any of them, you can actually use it. Now, trust me, guys, I've put the past 6 months into this book. I've applied my complete knowledge into this. I've actually put up my whole time into this particular book and made sure that I have written this book in a proper format. So it is having around 349 pages, and it is basically a 10 hours, 28 minutes book. Apart from that, I'll just show you one example which I've included in this book is basically ARIMA and seasonal ARIMA. Here, basically, I've taken some data that is basically monthly milk production. Now, this monthly milk production is basically a kind of, we need to find the sales prediction, and you'll be seeing that after implementing and after doing all the techniques. So in this, I have actually done decomposition. We have tested for stationary, which is Dickey-Fuller test. And then we have applied differencing. So these are the concepts that we basically do in ARIMA and seasonal ARIMA. ARIMA basically means auto-regressive moving average model. And apart from that, I have gone through this and applied correlation and autocorrelation and partial autocorrelation plots. And based on this, you'll be seeing that how our model is basically able to do the predictions in the future time, right? So these are all the values. And after that, you can see that how the prediction is going on in the future data. So this is what I have actually done it. And we have basically, I've included all the explanation in this particular file. Make sure that you see this particular book, guys. Trust me, it is a wonderful book altogether. I've taken 6 months of time. I've put up my full experience into this. I'll be uploading the link of the whole URL of this particular, where you'll be able to see the books available in this particular sites in the description. Make sure you buy it and just let me know your reviews. And if you like this video, please do subscribe the channel and press the bell notification icon. I'll make sure that I'll upload more and more videos on Python for finance and all the other deep learning and the machine learning techniques. Thank you one and all. Have a great day ahead. And please do subscribe the channel if you have not. And share with all your friends my channel, because I do it for the data science community. I try to provide much as knowledge from my past experience that I've been through. Thank you one and all. I'll see you all in the next video. Happy learning. Thank you.